All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? So yeah, I don't even know why I just stopped this music from playing. I was kind of jamming. So yeah, we in the building once again, right? Because we got somebody in my comments, right? That clearly needed some straightening. I don't know what I don't know what was going on there with him that he had to rant in my comments when he could have politely just came on here and talked to me. But you could hold on, cause I'll put this down here just in case, cause like I think you just said something to me though, but you could have just what I'm saying. Bam, there you go. If you want to come on, just come on, right? So this is what he said right here. Let's all read it together. He said, "This is about the thing I just did. By the way, I just did a thing on placebo effect, and I said that prayer fell under the placebo effect, right? In which he decided to tell me that this is sloppy work. All prayer is not a request for divine intervention. You should be more specific. Also, you never established prayer fitting the definition of placebo effect. I seen a slide saying how does prayer fit in this definition, but it was only referring to when prayer asks for divine intervention. How is a seemingly answered prayer a placebo effect? What would be the placebo? Specifically, because a placebo is a treatment. These are just methodology questions because I can't talk to you directly about it. You'll get salty when anything you present is challenged or critiqued, even though I thought that was the purpose of presenting info. Okay, sir. Um, well, all prayer is not a request for divine intervention. It may not be a request for divine intervention sometimes, right? But it is always regarding some type of divine intervention. Um, so I'm about to go to my other slide and see if I said anything about this in my actual presentation. Where is it at? Where is it at? How does it work? What is prayer? Well, what do you know? This is what is prayer. So, prayer is an invocation or act that seeks to activate a rapport with an object of worship through deliberate communication. In a narrow sense, the term refers to an act of supplication or intercession directly directed towards a deity or a deified ancestor. Okay, so then maybe we don't, do you know what those words mean? Because if you don't know what they mean, then, maybe that's why you couldn't, understand what I was trying to say, right? So let me see if I can share the screen. And let's look this up, right? So an act of supplication. So when I look on here, it says supplication is the act of asking or begging for something earnestly or humbly, right? Okay. So, I mean, that's kind of asking for something from somebody. I don't know who, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that, wherever it was that you were worshiping or deifying, whether it be an ancestor, whatever it is that you're worshiping or deifying, supplication. Can you see that? It looks really small. Um, is the action of asking or begging for something earnestly or humbly. I feel like that falls under that, honestly. That's asking for something. Okay. What's the next word that was on our thing? So supplication is asking, okay, or intercession, right? Intercession. So let's see what intercession means. All right, we're gonna look for that. Let's look for intercession. Okay, so we're back at supplication, intercession, intersection, the action of intervening on behalf of another, the action of saying a prayer on behalf of another person. Intercession or intercessory prayer is the act of praying to a deity on behalf of others or asking the state in heaven to pray on behalf of oneself or for others. Oh, okay. So, asking for things for oneself or others. Alrighty then. So, all of that is saying that, yeah, you're asking for something from a deity or deified ancestor, right? So you're seeking to activate a rapport with an object of worship through deliberate communication, right? And then it says to act to an act of supplication or intercession directed towards a deity or deified ancestor. So yes, you're asking for something from these things because I can't say that they're people, right? But a deity or a deified ancestor. Okay. So you, let's go back to what you said here. What your point was that our prayer request is not for divine intervention, but it is, right? So if it's not for the intervention, what else could it be for, right? Well, um, prayer can also give a purpose of thanksgiving or praise. Okay, well, in this, who's getting that thanksgiving? Who's getting the praise, and for what? What reason are they giving this praise? They're giving the praise because they believe that this person or this deity or their ancestors or whatever the object is of worship has done something for them. So they are praying to them for the intercession and the supplication, and then they are thanking them for whatever it is that is happening in their life. Okay. We also said that in comparative religion is closely associated with more abstract forms of meditation and with charms or spells, right? So it's not always just the regular let's get down on your knees and pray. Meditation, things like that, that all comes with prayer, because when you're talking to the ancestors, when you're looking to the universe, when you're doing things like that, that's still prayer, and it's still a you can come up here. You could definitely the link right there, buddy. Okay, this is from Wikipedia, by the way. So I didn't just make this up. Like this is what they said, right? So it could be a part of a set liturgy or ritual. So what are those, right? Because that's actually kind of important. So liturgy is a form or formulary according to which public religious worship, especially Christian worship, is conducted. The Church of English Liturgy. A religious service conducted according to a liturgy. You get it. Okay. Then a ritual. Ritual, a religious or solemn ceremony consisting of a series of actions performed according to a prescribed order. The prescribed order of performing a ceremony, especially one characteristic of a particular religion or church. A series of actions or type of behavior regularly, invariably followed by someone. all of those are important with this because the ritual is important in the placebo effect. It's also important in prayer. That was one of the big things that I was saying that I made a point of. You haven't said anything, sir. This is my point. My point is that you didn't say anything. Everything that you said can literally, it's in the presentation. So I can see if I had to bring some new information out, but I don't. Everything is literally in there. So I'm just working with your comprehension at this point. Okay. All right. Right. So prayer definitely deals with divine. The prayer definitely deals with the divine interventions, because even if it's not giving them something, it's thanking them for the something that they supposedly did get. Okay. So then, what your next point? I don't want to put words in your mouth, so we're just gonna go back to what it is that you said, Mr. Trapp. Um. So you said you never established prayer fitting the definition of the placebo effect. This man here is special. So it says that I didn't say how it fit into the definition. All right, so we can just, that was on the slide. I know it was. Oh, how does it fit into the definition? When people pray, they're addressing a higher power or entities to try to intervene in their lives or the lives of others. When it happens, they attribute it to the higher power, not just life or chance. Similar to how someone feels better after taking a placebo pill and attribute it to the placebo and not just their mind power. Right? This this is this is what I said. Okay, you're saying it was only preferring to praying as for divine intervention. How is it that seemingly answered prayer a placebo effect? The same way that seemingly um seemingly taking the placebo is fixing their illness, right? So the same way that they took a placebo pill and they feel like they got better, this and that. Okay, in the same way is the prayer. When they pray for something and they're praying for anything that happened, they're praying, they thanking God, they're doing whatever. All of that is placebo. You don't know if the prayer is the thing that did it or if it's you, right? You don't know that. You don't know if it's divine intervention. All you know is that you prayed. That was your placebo. So if something happens, you're contributing it to the prayer, not to anything else. Just like with a placebo, all you knew is you took that pill. So when you get better, you're contributing it to the pill. You're not contributing it to anything else, right? Also, when I gave the similarities, oh wait, let me see if I had to do anything else for this before I go on to the similarities. Okay, you said once again, what would be the placebo specifically because a placebo is a treatment? What is prayer? What is prayer? What do people use it for? Huh? Why do they want to pray? Go look up placebo. You could come here. Yes, these are the similarities of prayer and placebos, right? So you have that ritualistic thing that goes on. You have all the stuff that goes on in the brain and the body because of placebo. How is prayer not a treatment? Do not people go to prayer is not a treatment? So people don't use prayer to fix things in their life, to get help with things in their life. Not only that, we have people who literally go throughout the country, all the whole continent of Africa and everything else, claiming to heal people with prayer. People sell prayer cloths. People come in there trying to get healed all the time with prayer. How does it not? Are you crazy? Then go to the doctor and they go thank the Lord that they got healed because of what the doctor asked, right? So that is their placebo. Um, so here, hold on, because you asked me to do something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and aim to please here. You asked me to look up placebo. So I looked up placebo, right? So placebo. A harmless pill, medication, or procedure prescribed more for the psychological benefit to the patient than for any physiological effect. A substance that has no therapeutic effect used as a control in testing new drugs. A measure designed merely to calm or please someone. So what I mean, like you asked me to look that up. I think you thought it wasn't gonna prove my point. I don't understand how. Yes, you're saying the treatment equals medical care. However, that's not the only definition of placebo. It's also a measure designed merely to calm or please someone. What is prayer? What is it doing? Is prayer going to do anything for you besides calm or please yourself? It can't do nothing else. It has no other reason for being here. It does the same thing as a placebo. It brings feelings to the brain of positivity and healing. It cannot cure, but it can help with symptoms. What? I mean, what? I said that this is why this is irritating, right? Because no, this is why this is irritating here. Okay. And it's irritating because it was in the presentation. Like, I'm not bringing out nothing else. This is in the presentation. It's there. It's there. You could have just, So, I mean, maybe I have to go slower. Okay. You're more than welcome. I mean, I put the link in the chat. You could have came up here and showed me. You could have showed it to me, right? I'm letting you know it's the same thing. It has the same effects. Prayer is not a cure for anything. Prayer does one thing for people. It makes them feel better. It makes them feel like something is working in their favor. It makes them feel heard. It makes them feel connected to something, right? But the benefit of the benefit of it is the same benefit of the placebo. It is a placebo. Bella, my dog was trying to bark. She know. She know. It's simple. It's real simple. So I don't see how you didn't get this. It's prayer, it's placebo. The prayer is the placebo. The prayer is the placebo to your life. You can do it. You don't have to pray. You don't have to think that you're getting divine intervention or anything else the same way you didn't have to take that placebo because it didn't do nothing. But you thought it did something, right? Because you went through the ritual of going to a doctor, of taking a pill, of doing all of that, the same thing you do when you're actually getting medicated. Okay. And then you pray, you're doing the same thing. It's a ritualistic thing. And you go through it so that you can feel like, okay, you have let it out. You know what I'm saying? The whatever you're worshiping, whatever the divine intercessories are, they have heard you. Okay, then you're going to get an answer. Something is going to happen. And that is the reason why the prayer is the placebo. That is it. I don't get how you don't get this. A placebo is not only medication, right? It's just not that. The placebo effect is just not that. But even though it is, prayer is the same thing. It's treating your life issues. It's treating things in your life. It's treating you, regardless of the fact that you can do it yourself. Meditating. Be one with the universe. What is the universe? What can it do for you? We don't know, right? But anyway, I answered all your questions with the presentation that I had already brought, which is why I was so irritated. I'm not irritated because somebody's trying to refute it. I asked it. I asked for people to do that. If you have something to say, please come say it, right? However, when I can answer all of your questions with my presentation, then it makes no sense. If I didn't answer it already, I could see this. But come on now. I did. Well, listen, sir. All right. Well, I'll be waiting on you to go ahead and try to make sense of your argument. Okay. You want to ignore the fact that placebo is not, it does not only fall under medical treatment. You want to continuously ignore that. But maybe I didn't make it big enough for you. Do you see it? You see what it say? You see that part right there that says a measure designed merely to calm or please someone? It is not only just the top one, a harmless pill or a medical procedure. It's not just that. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how else to help you, sir. I hope that your presentation comes soon so that I can know exactly what it is, how it is you feeling. You didn't say medicine. You didn't? What did I say? What's that? I'm a Google master. I'm like me. Google is here for us. It is there for the slow people in the back, like you. Because I'm not bringing nobody else's argument. It's my own, right? So I have to let you know, and I'm trying to explain it in a way that you can understand, sir. All right, well, we gonna wait for you to get your stuff together, get your argument together. Okay, you can research this video. You know, you saw me look it up. It's all right there. It's all on Google. We in the building.
Night train
We
on
in
the
the
track.
building.
It's the bar.
The bar?
Yeah,
And I reloaded my class.
and all new people, it be ready. What the business
We got
is?
sultry and sassy, scientific and pseudo, religious and ambitious. Come give us your opinions.
At the bar, really love it. What the business is?
We in the building.
At the bar, really love it. What the business is?
We in the building.